Hi Aries, I hope you're good. This is a tarot reading to pick up on the general energies around you. Okay, it is just a vague guideline as to what may be going on for you. There is a box down here, so if you can read tarot, you're welcome to put your own interpretation onto the cards and read them how you see fit for your situation. Never base any major life decisions on tarot reading. As I said, they're just picking up on the general energies around you. Okay, so your first card out is a Keeper of the Light Oracle card by Kyle Gray. So the card that you got here is, if I can pronounce it, Kotomai, Cloak of Wisdom. Okay. You already know the answers you seek. Trust what you know. Okay, so quite often we do know the answers, the things that we're looking for. We know them deep down inside of ourselves. Our intuition will tell us and guide us. Whether we listen to our intuition or not, that's up to us. Okay, so every question that you have in life, you can find the answer for deep down inside. I'm not saying that you're going to find the answer just like that. Okay, so it takes a bit of time going within oneself and learning to listen to oneself, listening to one's emotions, feelings, thoughts, everything together. Okay, you know, the random voices that come through in our head when we randomly think something, think, wow, where did that come from? Okay, that's your intuition speaking to you. Especially if it was something that you weren't even thinking about and you just got that message. Listen to it. No? People say that our guides are trying to tell us things all the time. But before we listen to our guides, we need to be able to listen to ourselves. Okay? You need to be able to trust yourself and know that the knowledge that you need is within you. It always has been. It always will be. So going and sitting quietly, quietening our minds, just feeling our energies, letting it flow, we will be more likely to come up with the answers than if we try to logically hash things out and spend a lot of mental energy working through them instead of going and sitting quietly within ourselves and listening for the answers. Okay. Any more present energies for Aries, please? Thank you. Any more present... Ooh, throwing the cards around there. Any more present energies for Aries, please? Thank you. So Aries, we're starting off with the Page of Wands. Okay, so the Page of Wands is a message of passion. It could be somebody coming into your life, a situation coming into your life, to show you where your passions lie, to create a little bit of a spark inside of you to get you going. Okay, so our passions quite often do align with our intuition. And quite often when we're really passionate about something, that's because our soul wants us to do it. Okay, so it feels to me like you've had something come along in the past that ignited a passion within you. Whether it was a person that came along with an idea you found online, or a thought you had, you know, spirit guides, your intuition bringing something in for you that started a spark. I feel like that spark caused a little bit of confusion and indecision for you. Whether it be the first time that you've had a spark that strong, or it be something that your logical brain doesn't understand. There is an indecision around this passion and around this spark. So let go of that indecision. Start listening for the answers within yourself. start to put in work towards this passion, towards this spark and this idea that came in. Look, it's like you started putting in the steps towards it. You know, it may have sparked some thought about your past. It may have taken you back to family, friends, and old school friends, people that you've known for a long time, taken you back to your roots. So if it hasn't taken you back to a group of people, this journey of this passion, the spark, hasn't taken you back to a group of people, it may have taken you back to your roots and back to your childhood. Whether it be because it's ignited a spark inside you that you haven't felt since you were young. You know, maybe this passion here is something you felt since you were little, but you forgot about it. Okay, so it's like that passion initially caused indecision, and you started to work towards it, and then possibly realized that it's something that you've wanted to do all along. It's something that's been with you since you were a child. Okay, so I think once you realized that, once you reconnected with your roots, or went back and met up with people that you have known in the past, it's gone from, you know, indecision and worry to things starting to clear up. You know, there's still a little bit of doubt. There's still a little bit of questioning yourself and wondering, you know, is this the right thing moving towards this? But that is getting less and less over time. You are starting to not worry so much. Okay, so follow that passion. Follow your intuition. Let yourself go on the path that you saw. You know, that idea that you had when that spark came in. Fully let go of those worries and let yourself follow that path. Okay? I fully believe that whatever has come through for you, even if you're not 100% aware of the fact, or you don't want to 100% admit that this thought and this passion, this idea has come through, I do believe that even if you don't realize it, you are moving towards putting little steps in, doing little bits of work here and there to move towards that, okay? And that is just going to heal your past. It's going to help you to move on from anything that's happened in your childhood. As you know, Six of Cups depicts a very happy moment of people coming back together and celebrating. I think you just need to bite the bullet. Let go. Stop worrying. You know, when that bullet's your passion, I'll tell you what, you're not going to get shot. You're going to go in the right direction, even if it seems scary. I don't know if you guys can hear the rain, but it's bucketing down out there. So in your present energies, you have the Page of Pentacles, which is right underneath the Page of Wands. So it's telling me that your spark, this passion that's come in, is now starting to show up in the physical. Something that you can touch, something that you can grasp. It's starting to show up in the physical world. But you're questioning whether this thing that's showing up is toxic. Can you trust it? I feel like this is actually your own thoughts, your own self-talk holding you back from following your passion and becoming the Queen of Wands. So if this offer or this thing hasn't shown up in your life in a physical manner, or in something that you can touch and hold and grasp onto, is going to. But when it shows up, you need to get rid of that illusion, okay? Not everything is toxic or bad. It might be scary, and we might see it as scary because of the things that we've been through in the past. Our preconceived ideas, our limiting beliefs and things like that, they're not always true. If something really excites you inside, lights you up, go for it. Because even if you don't succeed, it's lighting you up for a reason. It's taking you down a path for a reason. Okay? Even the things that happen to us that we feel are negative, or we feel, were just not nice experiences, they're there for a reason. They take us to a certain place, whether it be mentally, emotionally, or physically. And we can always learn from that. Some of our best lessons come from the hardest things that we've been through. Okay? So, just realize if this is showing up in the physical for you after you've had this passionate thought, that you need to just let go of self-doubt. Follow your heart. Become the Queen of Wands. Put all your passion into it. If you feel passion, let that passion flow. Don't hold back. So if you let that passion flow, the truth will show itself to you. The truth of whether this thing is going to succeed, whether it's toxic, whether it's not, is going to show through to you. But whatever happens, this is going to make you the magician. So it's going to give you more tools, more understanding of all the different aspects of life, so that you can move forward and you can manifest the things that you want to manifest. So, once you follow your passion, you let go of your illusions and self-doubt, you will see the truth. And then you can become the magician, and you can move forward and you can manifest some amazing things in your life. Okay. Future energies for Aries, please. It's really important that we follow our heart. As I said in the beginning, our intuition often knows more than we do, and the answers are inside of us, and quite often our heart will tell us exactly how our soul feels, exactly how we feel about these things. Okay? Is there any more future energies for Aries, please? What just flipped over then? Hangman. I feel like that is it, but I will do one more shuffle and see if anything else comes out for you for your future energies. Oh, there you go. It wasn't it at all. 2 more cards. Okay. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. So, in the future, if you follow this passion, you let yourself pick up all the tools that you get from that journey and use them to manifest, the Wheel of Fortune is going to turn in your favor. Okay? So the Wheel of Fortune is about cycles and changes. We can keep repeating the same cycles over and over again. Every time that cycle comes to a close, we can go and find the same cycle in someone or something else if we want to. Okay? But if you become the magician and follow your passion, you will be getting rid of the toxic cycles, the toxic thoughts and things that have held you back. The Wheel of Fortune will spin in your favor. You will find self-love, acceptance. You'll be more in tune with your thoughts and your feelings and more accepting of your intuition, the things that it says to you, okay? It will bring more love, more loving people into your life. When we follow our passions, when we follow our heart, we may lose a few people along the way, but we generally gain more loving, authentic people in our lives. And the Queen of Cups is very loving and authentic. She is very settled in her emotions. She knows how to handle herself emotionally. Very loving and caring. I feel like this is actually going to be you loving on yourself, okay? Understanding yourself more, being more in control of your passions, and being able to move forward in a loving way with lots of loving friends and family and people around you that are on the same level as you. Because that change and that self-love will bring about judgment. So in the judgment card there, you have all of these people raising up out of the coffins. So these are all the past things that have happened to you. They're rising up and they're being renewed. This angel here is calling them out, calling them forwards to go, rise up into this area here of knowledge and divine energy. So it's like getting rid of all these toxic things, these things that have held you back, whether it be childhood, mum and dad. You know, it's like the divine is calling you to step out of those past patterns, to release yourself from what was holding you back, so that you can get judgment and you can get what you deserve. It'll take work, you'll have to put in the effort, but you will get judgment. Okay, so the Hangman is here. He's in the tree because he's seeking illumination. He can get out of that tree anytime he wants. But at the moment, he knows that he's best to sit there and look at his surroundings. Look at the things that are inside of him and outside of him, so that he can gain knowledge. And then when he decides to untie himself from this tree and move forward, his journey will be a lot more illuminated for him. He will know where he's going in his heart, and in his soul he will trust himself a lot more. So once he gets out of the Hangman tree, he's going to be moving very quickly forwards towards the truth. His emotions, his mental state, everything that's been holding him back is going to very quickly fall away, and he's going to start moving towards the truth. Okay. So Aries, just to quickly recap, you know, a passion made you feel indecision, you know, and you started working and planting seeds towards that passion, because even though it made you feel indecision, you couldn't quite throw it out. You know, it kept bugging you, and it was there very strongly. So that passion and those seeds that you planted taken you back to your childhood, so that you can work through things, you can move forwards, you can see where you were loved, and you can look at your family dynamic, you know, your upbringing, your childhood, so that you can learn. And by doing this, you're going to get rid of a lot of those choppy thoughts and things that have been holding you back. And then an offer or something solid may have already come through or may come through for you. You need to stop doubting it. Put that passion in. Look for the truth. You know, use all the tools around you. Use your intuition to move forwards and be the magician, to manifest the things that you want. You know, once you do that, once you Stop doubting yourself, and you follow that passion and you move forwards. The wheel of fortune will spin in your favor. You will find love within yourself and love in others. Okay, and judgment will come along to make sure that, you know, all these things from the past are cleared away, and that you can move down your path more smoothly. It's going to take work. You may need to take a little bit of time out, put yourself in hangman tree for a while, just so you can be illuminated. You can get clearer thoughts. You can really feel that passion inside of you when you spend more time alone. You can listen to yourself a lot more clearly and you can get the messages you need a lot more clearly. So that'll help you move towards the truth. Okay. So we're going to get you a couple of animal cards, Aries. This is actually a really beautiful read because it shows that, you know, you are moving towards your passions. You've had a lot of strength to do so in the past. It can be quite scary when our intuition or, you know, our heart tells us things, yet they don't really make sense because we're so enveloped in this 3D world where we're supposed to do this and we're supposed to do that, act this way, think this way. You don't have to act or think any other way than what's in your heart, okay? And it is scary because we have been programmed to not do that, to not follow our hearts because it doesn't make sense, okay? So if it makes sense to you, if it feels right in you, then it is right for you, okay? So the first card out is the beaver. Investing in home comforts provides security and family togetherness. Okay, so if part of the thoughts and passions that have come to you are about making sure that you are comfortable, you know, that your family is together, close-knit, happy, okay, follow that. It doesn't matter what somebody else's point of view is on what you want to do for your family and yourself. Just do it, because by following those passions, you're more likely to go where you're going to be happy. You don't need to make other people happy. Okay? And the next card is the baboon. In love and declaration, I can never say this word. In love and declarations of passion. Got it. So there we go. Try again. Sorry guys, I couldn't help but interrupt. I'm just very proud of myself for getting that word right. Here we go again. In love and declarations of passion, heartfelt communication is the key. You know, so not only do you need to be able to communicate your own feelings to yourself, feel in your heart what's going on inside of you. Feel in your heart the messages you get, okay? Not only do you need to do that, but you need to communicate with those around you clearly as well. The funny thing is that I've found that works for me, and this is why I like it how it says heartfelt communication on this card, okay? The thing that works for me, or has worked for me in the past and even now, is if I get a thought in my mind and I think, oh, where did that come from? I will sit in my heart energy for a moment and see how it feels for me, okay? Because even though our thoughts and our heart are two completely different things, our thoughts create a spark of emotion, especially when they're strong thoughts. That spark of emotion tells you how your heart's feeling about what you're thinking. So if you are struggling with following your intuition and knowing what's right, okay, and maybe you hear something in your mind, you have a sudden thought or a sudden realization, take that realization, bring it to your heart and see how it feels, because your heart knows the truth more than your mind, okay? Your mind is programmed to look out for dangers and keep you safe. Right? Your heart knows what your passion is. Your heart knows the language of your soul. Trust in your heart, trust in your intuition. Follow that passion and keep moving forwards. Okay? Thank you, Aries. That is what I have for you. I wish you all the best of luck with everything. Please follow your passions. Okay? Only you know what is right for you. Aroha nui. Kia kaha, Aries.